गायत्री मंत्र। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। Thursday prayer. Dear God, help us spend today with a smile on our face, love in our heart, joy in His grace, spreading happiness around all day. Help us to remember today with a refreshed mind, knowledge to start, to be patient and kind, growing in wisdom all day.
Good morning, SWS. Togetherness is known as getting into companionship or close association. So let us understand togetherness through a short story. Chini was a hard-working ant. She used to work all day to look after her family. One day, Chini was carrying a grain of rice on her back. On her way home, she met Ricky the mole. Ricky was a lazy mole. He never went to work. He believed in snatching food from smaller animals to satisfy his hunger. Ricky saw Chini and said, "Chini, why have you lifted such a heavy grain? Do you want to get crushed under it?" Ricky's word annoyed Chini. She said, "It would be better if you keep quiet. You may have no work, but I do. So please let me continue with my work." Ricky mockingly replied, "I am not stopping you from your hard work. It is because of you that idle people like me get to eat 2 meals a day. If you don't work hard, how will we get food?" Then he snatched the grain from Chini. Before Chini could say anything, Ricky ate it. He said, "Go, little ant, go. Fetch another grain for your young one, or else they shall starve. You are indeed a dedicated and hard-working ant." Chini was very angry with Ricky. She was helpless. Ricky was stronger than her. She knew that she could not fight him alone. She searched high and low. She found out another grain to feed her young ones. Although Chini could not fight Ricky, she decided to teach him a lesson. The next evening, Chini's neighbor Minnie came home weeping. Chini asked her what happened. Minnie said, "I was crying, a lump of jaggery on my back. On my way home, Ricky snatched the jaggery and ate it. Now it's too late to go back and search for more food. My children will have to sleep without their dinner." Chini felt sorry for Minnie. She said, "Don't worry, you and your kids can dine at my house tonight. After all, I am your neighbor. It's my duty to help you. Together we will teach Ricky a lesson." Chini extended a warm welcome to Minnie and her kids. She served them a delicious dinner and took care that everyone ate well. Day by day, Ricky continued to give the ants a hard time. He had now started coming near the anthill for food. He stood there and kept a watch over the ants. He snatched all the food that they brought home. He devoured jaggery, rice, sugar lumps, etc. from the anthill. However, the ants couldn't do anything. Chini took all of them to Queen Madhulika. The queen heard their problems. She understood that the ants wanted to get rid of Ricky. She said, "However mighty our enemy may be, we can defeat him only if we fight together. All of you will have to help the royal army to face the mole and defeat him. Are you ready to help?" Chini said, "Your Highness, we understand that we will have to unite together and face our enemy. We will die of hunger if we do not destroy him. Our unity will become our biggest strength. We are prepared to fight until death." The queen was inspired and impressed by Chinny's brave attitude. She said, "You are indeed brave, Chinny. I promise all of you that if any ant dies during the battle, the royal kingdom will take care of her kids. I will personally see to it that they get proper food, shelter, and education." The ants started preparing themselves for the battle. The very next day, the ants got ready to attack. As soon as they saw Ricky coming near the anthill, they marched towards him and with swords and spears. Ricky was astonished to see thousands of ants approaching him with their tiny swords and spears. The moment the ants tried to attack Ricky, he hit them with his claws. He flung a part of the royal army in the air. Meanwhile, some of the soldier ants tightly gripped his claw. They started biting him furiously. Some ants attacked his tail, others attacked his face, whereas a few of them targeted his body. Ricky's body was badly injured with the bruises and cuts. Ricky tried to free himself. He failed. He realized that it was difficult to fight the huge number of ants. As the number of ants kept increasing, he decided to run away. He felt helpless and weak in front of the huge army of ants. Ricky ran away from the anthill. A few ants held on to his body. They kept biting him continuously. They did not spare even an inch of his body. Ricky could not bear the pain anymore. He jumped into a puddle of water and he then rolled over the sand to get rid of the ants. However, the ants were determined not to leave his body. Ricky felt a lot of pain due to the bites. He sat on a stone and started picking each ant out of his body. His body was swollen due to the ant bites. Ricky somehow managed to survive. He was grateful to be alive. He felt the collective power of the ants. He realized that their unity had become their strength. He never came to the anthill again. He decided that he would never trouble any ant in future. Thank you. Today's thought of the day is unity is strength, division is weakness. I repeat, unity is strength, division is weakness. Two new words of the day are diffident, Diffident, meaning hesitant in acting or speaking. Other word is pertain, Pertain, meaning to belong as a part of member. Fact of the day. World Art Day is celebrated globally on 15th April every year to promote the development, diffusion and enjoyment of art. This day is being celebrated all over the world to emphasize the importance of the art that nurtures creativity, innovation and cultural diversity for all peoples across the globe. Today's news is as follows. National news. West Bengal Assembly elections. Mamata Banerjee holds silent protest against Election Commission ban. Sports news. AFC Champions League. FC Goa, India set for group stage debut. International news. UK expands COVID-19 mix and match vaccine trial. Thank you.
Requesting everyone to rise up and stand straight for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय जय जय